Handbags. More than just accessories, they are symbols of status, reflections of personal style, and essential tools in our daily lives. But have you ever wondered how these practical items evolved into the iconic fashion statements they are today? Join us as we embark on a fascinating journey through time to explore the rich history of handbags, from their humble beginnings to their role in modern fashion. Our journey begins in the distant past, where bags were nothing more than functional tools. Imagine early humans, hunter-gatherers relying on animal skins or woven plant fibers to create pouches. These were essential for carrying tools, food, and other necessities as they moved from place to place. Fast forward to around 7th century BC, when coins made from metals like gold and silver began to circulate. The need to carry these valuable items led to the creation of the first coin purses, often depicted in Egyptian hieroglyphs and Roman pottery. Interestingly, these early bags were not exclusive to women. They were unisex and even carried by gods in various mythologies. Over time, these pouches evolved, becoming more ornate and serving as early status symbols for the wealthy. During the Middle Ages, as societies became more structured and economies grew, the need for specialized bags emerged. This period saw the development of the alms purse, a small bag used by the devout to carry coins for the poor. Pilgrims who traveled to holy sites carried scrips, which were larger bags designed to hold essentials for long journeys. Merchants and traders also used satchels, which were often secured with metal clasps to protect their goods. These bags were more than just functional items. They were essential tools for daily life in a world where trade and religion played central roles. This era also saw the early distinction between bags carried by men and women, with men often using larger, more robust bags, while women began to favor smaller, more decorative options. As we move into the Renaissance and Regency periods, fashion begins to play a more significant role in the design of handbags. Up until the 17th century, both men and women wore bags attached to their waists. These small pouches, often richly decorated, held personal items like perfumes, dice, or small books. However, as men's fashion evolved to include pockets in trousers and waistcoats, bags became primarily a women's accessory. The late 18th century was a time of dramatic change in women's fashion. The shift from voluminous skirts to slimline, empire-waisted dresses made it impractical to wear bags at the waist. Enter the reticule, a small, delicate bag carried on the wrist. Made from luxurious materials like silk or velvet and adorned with embroidery, reticules were among the first bags to be used more for style than practicality. These bags symbolized the growing importance of fashion in women's lives and marked the beginning of the handbag as a statement piece. As fashion continued to evolve, the Victorian era brought about new challenges and innovations in handbag design. The 1850s saw the return of fuller skirts, supported by crinolines, structures made from steel hoops that could extend a skirt's diameter significantly. This fashion made the delicate reticule impractical, leading to the rise of the chatelaine. A chatelaine was a decorative belt hook or clasp worn at the waist, from which women could hang various small items like keys, thimbles, and coin purses. While the chatelaine was more utilitarian, it also served as a fashion statement, allowing Victorian women to keep essential items close while complementing their elaborate outfits. The chatelaine reflects the Victorian ideal of a woman as the angel of the house, always prepared to manage the household, yet mindful of appearances. The late Victorian era marked a significant transformation in the handbag's role, driven by the technological advancements of the time. The expansion of the railway system in the 19th century opened up new opportunities for women to travel independently. Women needed something sturdy and spacious to carry their belongings during long journeys, leading to the creation of the first holdalls. These early handbags were often made from durable materials like canvas or leather and featured sturdy handles on top. Parisian designers, including the now iconic Louis Vuitton, were among the pioneers in creating these functional yet stylish bags. The term handbag was officially coined during this time, signaling a shift in the perception of bags from mere travel necessities to everyday essentials. As we enter the 20th century, the world is changing rapidly, and so are handbags. The early 1900s saw women stepping into new roles, riding bicycles, seeking higher education, and even joining the workforce during World War I. These changes were reflected in the design of handbags. Practicality became key, leading to the popularity of crossbody satchels that allowed for hands-free movement. But it was the Roaring '20s that truly revolutionized the handbag. the Jazz Age brought with it the rise of the flapper, a new, liberated woman who defied traditional norms with her bold fashion choices. Flappers favored shorter dresses and frequented nightclubs where they needed small, elegant bags to complement their outfits. The underarm clutch, designed to be carried discreetly while dancing, became a staple of the era. These clutches often featured mirrors and compartments for makeup, reflecting the growing trend of women applying cosmetics in public, a practice popularized by the silent film stars of the time. World War II brought about significant changes in fashion, and the post-war era of the 1950s became a time of renewed glamour and sophistication. After years of wartime austerity, women were ready to indulge in luxury once again. This period saw the creation of some of the most iconic handbags in fashion history. In 1955, French designer Coco Chanel introduced the 2.55 bag, a quilted black leather flap bag with a metal chain shoulder strap. This bag was revolutionary, offering women the convenience of a shoulder strap while still looking chic. The 2.55 bag quickly became a symbol of timeless elegance, and its design remains popular to this day. The same year, Hermès introduced the Kelly bag, named after Hollywood star Grace Kelly. With its sleek lines and sophisticated design, the Kelly bag became a status symbol for the wealthy and stylish, and it continues to be a coveted item among fashion enthusiasts. The 1960s and 1970s were decades of immense social change, and handbags evolved to reflect the shifting cultural landscape. The 1960s, with its focus on youth and rebellion, saw the rise of playful, experimental designs. Designers like Mary Quant introduced bold, circular handbags adorned with whimsical flower motifs, while Paco Rabanne drew inspiration from the space race, creating metallic handbags that looked as if they were designed for astronauts. The 1970s, influenced by the hippie movement, brought a more relaxed approach to fashion. Handbags became slouchier and more bohemian, often made from soft fabrics like suede and adorned with fringe. This era also saw the rise of the women's liberation movement, which brought about a demand for practical, easy-to-wear bags in earthy tones like brown and tan. These bags reflected the growing desire for functionality and comfort in women's fashion, a trend that would continue into the following decades. The 1980s were defined by excess, bold fashion choices, and a culture of conspicuous consumption. Handbags became powerful symbols of wealth and status, with designers like Gucci, Chanel, and Louis Vuitton emblazoning their creations with logos and branding. One of the most iconic bags of this era was the Birkin, created by Hermès in 1984. The Birkin was born out of a conversation between English-French actress Jane Birkin and Jean-Louis Dumas, the chief executive of Hermès, during a flight from Paris to London. Birkin lamented that she couldn't find a bag large enough to fit everything she needed as a working mother. Dumas sketched a design on the back of a sick bag, and the Birkin was born. This luxurious rectangular tote became the ultimate status symbol, with a waiting list that could stretch for years. The 1990s saw the rise of the it bag, a term used to describe a handbag that becomes a must-have item, often thanks to its association with celebrities. The Fendi Baguette, introduced in 1997, was one such bag. Designed to be carried under the arm like a loaf of bread, the baguette became an instant hit, especially after it was featured on the hit TV show Sex and the City. This bag was more than just an accessory. It was a cultural phenomenon, cementing the idea that handbags could be as influential as any other fashion trend. As we entered the 21st century, the handbag market exploded. The early 2000s were dominated by oversized bags designed to carry everything a modern woman might need, from makeup to a laptop. Designer collaborations became the norm, with brands like Louis Vuitton partnering with artists like Takashi Murakami to create limited edition pieces that were both functional and collectible. By the 2010s, handbags had become big business. A survey conducted in 2004 revealed that the average woman's handbag contained around $700 worth of possessions. By 2014, 1 in 10 women owned 15 or more handbags, reflecting the growing importance of accessories in fashion. This decade also saw the introduction of vegan leather, with designers like Stella McCartney leading the way in creating cruelty-free, environmentally conscious handbags. The rise of social media further fueled the handbag craze, with influencers showcasing their collections online, driving trends, and turning certain designs into instant must-haves. The COVID-19 pandemic brought about a significant shift in handbag trends. With much of the world under lockdown, the need for large, statement-making bags diminished. As life slowly returned to normal, a new trend emerged: smaller, more compact crossbody bags that could carry just the essentials. The focus in handbag design has shifted to accommodate our increasingly digital lives. Many modern handbags are designed around the smartphone, the one item most of us can't live without. As we look to the future, sustainability and innovation are likely to play central roles in handbag design. With growing awareness of environmental issues, the demand for eco-friendly materials and ethical production methods is on the rise. From its humble beginnings as a practical tool for carrying coins and tools to its current status as a fashion icon, the handbag has come full circle. Whether as a status symbol, a practical necessity, or an expression of personal style, the handbag continues to be an indispensable part of our lives, reflecting both our history and our future. Thank you for watching, and please give us a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this.